Namibia is currently hosting a high-level delegation that is from the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, or UNCTAD, as part of a 2-week mission that runs from the 7th to the 18th of July. This visit is part of preparation. That is part of the preparation in developing countries like Namibia will help shape this global trade and development agenda. Joining us in the studio are Mr. Clovis, that is Freire, you said, okay, yes. An acting head of the Commodities branch at UNCTAD, that is Mr. Rachid Amui, Economic Affairs Officer. They are here to share more about the goals of this mission and what it means for Namibia and how ordinary people, of course, can benefit from smarter trade and economic planning. Welcome to Daily Roundup and to Namibia as well. I know you have been here for 2 weeks.
Thank you very much. Thank you for receiving us.
Just to start off with, Mr. Clovis, maybe in a world of volatile prices and global shocks, how are commodities still the backbone of development in countries like Namibia?
Yes, you see, a very good question, because commodities should be actually a stepping stone for development, not the backbone of development.
Indeed.
Because commodities, they bring exports, revenues, but with the volatility of price of commodities, the economy becomes very vulnerable. When the price of commodities go down, the economy go down as well with that. So the real opportunity is to transforming the natural wealth into jobs, manufacturing, services, skills, technology, and that is exactly what we are doing with our project here. This is a project supported by the government of Japan with the support of the United Nations Resident Coordinator in Namibia and with partnership with National Planning Commission and the National Chambers of Industry and Commerce. And what we are doing and helping the country to identify concrete opportunities for products for Namibia, start to produce, diversify, so create jobs and prosper.
Mr. Rachid, when you look at Namibia's trade structure today, what stands out to you as an untapped power in our economy?
Well, in Namibia, the trade landscape is basically dominated by exports of raw materials. So you've got exports of uranium, copper, diamonds, seafood. This accounts for almost about 70% of total merchandise trade in raw, just the natural resources. And then you have imports, right? Namibia is highly dependent on imports. About 40% of its imports comes from South Africa. So what is missing here, basically, is being able to add value. Right, the value addition part of it is really missing. Localizing some of these industries, substituting some of the imports that are coming from South Africa, being able to drive that part of the economy forward. That is the missing part in Namibia's economy now.
Wow. And Mr. Clovis, what is it that we can change to transform how African countries can benefit from their natural resources?
Basically, to transform the resources through processing and value addition and further down in the value chain. So the countries in Africa, they are in the very low part of the value chain. There is not much value there, you know, in the raw material. The idea is really to add value and to benefit from it. And beyond that, to diversify the economies beyond the value chain of the commodities, linking with other areas of the economy, creating jobs in other areas, and benefit from the regional integration. There is a lot of opportunity in the countries in the region to trade with each other, and that is an opportunity to do. So in clear, the short answer is really to transform an economy from commodity dependence to really a more diversified
on value additions, especially looking at the raw materials that Namibia is having. So I think that's a very important point. Mr. Rachid, many young Namibians feel disconnected from high-level economic agendas. What would you say to those who want to plug into global trade systems?
Okay, I'll say that first of all, you've got to have ideas for creating a product or something to solve a problem. Okay, And with those ideas, you have to have skills to develop those ideas to form products or a service that you provide to whoever wants it. And then you have to have a network to share the products that you've served with the broader, with people, either trading with other people. So these three factors alone positions you in the right place for global trade. Okay. So now, if you're going to trade, you're not going to think about what you want to trade with other people. It's what the other people want. So the buyer today is very discerning. Is looking for products that are clean, the clothes that are sustainable, they're innovative, and they've got a transparent track record, so they can know whether this is being derived from child labor or it's got environmental effects which are not too good. So given that, then you can tap into the support that the National Chamber of Commerce supplies, and then the export programs supported by the government. You'll be home free to be able to enter into the global trading markets.
Interesting. Mr. Clovis, is it possible for commodities-based economy to be green, fair, and also futuristic all at once?
I think it's possible for a commodity-based economy to move towards those things through diversification, because a green economy is an economy that invests in green technologies, in clear technologies, and those are used to produce new things. A fair economy is one that share more widely the benefits of the production, and then you can do that, particularly creating jobs. Job creation is very important, but you cannot do that producing more of the same. You need to produce new things. And a futurist economy is one that uses new technologies, digital, artificial intelligence, new technologies to produce. And you have to have new production in the country to do that. So I think it's possible to a commodity-dependent economy to move towards those fair, green, and futuristic economy through value addition diversification.
Mr. Rachid, what does the digital economy mean? That is now for a small but growing market like Namibia. And how can we leapfrog rather than play catch-up? Okay,
the digital economy offers many opportunities to leapfrog traditional barriers like the scale, the distance, giving you opportunities to actually enter and compete into the global market. So these are big opportunities that are available for Namibia to actually get into the market. There are areas like digital agriculture, smart mining. So take mining, for example. You're thinking of using digital technologies to actually mine smarter, not digging deeper into and producing much more efficiency in your mining operations. These are things that Namibia should capitalize on. I mean, this is the trend that is actually going on. By doing that, you can become really create more jobs. It will, of course, destroy some jobs, but it will also create high-level technical jobs that can be absorbed into the economy.
Mr. Clovis, what does the upcoming conference mean for a country like Namibia? What can we gain from it?
Yes, we will have the 16th Commission of UNCTAD in October, and that is an opportunity for countries, developing countries, to help to shape the work of the United Nations on trade and development. So for Namibia is an opportunity to give the voice of the aspirations of the country and to try to shape that, and also to showcase the progress and the initiatives like this project that we are doing together on diversification, value addition within and beyond critical minerals, and to also bring partnerships and alliances and for further development of the country, the technology, to the partnerships that can bring this prosperity.
Mr. Rachid, maybe just for you to tell us, for our viewers out there, hearing about UNCTAD and for the first time, and what does your work actually look like on the ground?
Well, actually, UNCTAD is based on 3 pillars, on research and analysis, consensus building, and technical cooperation. But the technical cooperation part of it is where our activities is based on the ground. So the technical cooperation, we're looking at giving help and supporting our countries, and helping them with data tools, training, capacity building, to address issues like diversifying the economies, improving consumer protection, attracting sustainable investment in the country, and adapting into climate change. So these are areas that UNCTAD actually is very strong on the ground. In addition to that, we also organize conferences like the Global Commodities Forum, the World Investment Forum, the UNCTAD Forum. These bring together experts, share experiences, and they build consensus on pertinent global,
Mr. Clovis, what will success look like at the end of this mission, and for both, and that is UNCTAD and also for Namibia?
Yes, success for us is really very concrete. So for Namibia is to have at the end of our mission a portfolio of very concrete products for diversification, very detailed. It's not say that you need to diversify, but we bring where to diversify, where you can, Namibia can start to produce new products that are close to the capabilities that Namibia has, and also have export opportunities in the global market, in the African region, SADC region, for example. So this portfolio very concrete with the concrete policies to make that diversification happen, and a roadmap on how to make this work. Who should be doing what by when, right? And for UNCTAD, success will be helping Namibia to use its natural resources to diversify, create jobs, and increase its economy. So that is what we really put our success. And I think most important is success will be to change the narrative, not seeing the country as a commodity-dependent country, dependent on natural wealth only, but changing the narrative as the country seeking to become a powerful player in industry, in trade, in the African region. Yeah.
And now that we are looking at, you mentioned trade, Mr. Rachid, as you will be aware that Namibia is fully embraced, that is the African continental free trade area. With our first export consignment under this agreement happening just a week ago, what could be Namibia's competitive advantage in the continental trade landscape? How will it look like? Yeah,
Namibia has three powerful assets. It's got a skilled base, it's got raw natural resources, and it's got renewable energy in abundance. So the African continental free trade area offers it access to its markets with fewer barriers to trade and faster logistics. It also offers you to actually produce value-added products and actually enter into the African market with the same few barriers to trade. And then it also offers you opportunities to supply growing markets like in Kenya, in Senegal, and Tunisia. These are promising, really promising areas. Above all, it offers you the opportunity to diversify your economy. And then by the diversifying your economy, you're creating more jobs and a long-lasting prosperous country.
As we are rounding off, maybe just to start with you, Mr. Clovis, perhaps just give us your closing remarks and the way forward.
So I think my closing remarks is that we are really showing that when we bring international support with clear leadership in the country, we really can make a difference and be very concrete on how we can bring new products, bring new production, and ultimately new jobs, more jobs, better jobs for the population of Namibia, and to see the country grow in a very inclusive and sustainable way.
Yeah. Yes, and Mr. Rachid?
For me, it's value addition, value addition, value addition. The more you add value, the more jobs that you create, the more resilient your economy is to shocks. So this project that we are here for, we've identified over 100 products in collaboration with experts, local experts in the industry. And these are areas where Namibia can use to climb up the value chain, which will create more prosperity for the country.
Indeed. Thank you so much for being on Daily Roundup, and I hope you get to explore Namibia before you go back.
Thank you very much.
All right. Of course, that was Mr. Clovis Freire, and the acting head of the Commodities branch at UNCTAD, and also Mr. Rachid Amui, the economic affairs officer. They just gave us a brief on Namibia currently hosting a high-level delegation from the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. We'll be back with more interviews.